Peace is supposed to feel like relief, safety, rest, silence. But for many people, peace feels wrong, uncomfortable, empty, even threatening. When life finally becomes calm, they start creating problems. They return to toxic relationships. They sabotage stability. They invite chaos back into their lives. Not because they love pain, but because their nervous system does not recognize peace as safe. Today, we are going to explore why the human mind resists peace more than pain, and why calm can feel more dangerous than suffering. For most people, peace is not unfamiliar. It is unrecognizable. They have spent so much of their lives inside tension, urgency, and emotional intensity that calm feels foreign. When nothing is wrong, something feels missing. Silence becomes uncomfortable. Restlessness appears. The body begins to search for stimulation. Not because something is wrong, but because the nervous system has learned that danger is normal and calm is suspicious. Peace removes distraction. And distraction is what many people use to avoid unresolved emotions. When life becomes quiet, old feelings surface: grief, anger, loneliness, regret. So peace begins to feel like exposure. The nervous system does not learn from logic. It learns from repetition. Whatever state you spend the most time in becomes familiar. If your childhood was chaotic, your nervous system learned that chaos equals survival. If your relationships were unstable, your nervous system learned that instability equals intimacy. If your life was unpredictable, your nervous system learned that tension equals safety. So when peace arrives later in life, the body does not interpret it as relief. It interprets it as uncertainty, and uncertainty feels dangerous. Pain is familiar, peace is unknown, and the nervous system always prefers familiar suffering over unfamiliar safety. Chaos feels controllable. You know what comes next. You know the rhythm of crisis, the emotional spikes, the arguments, the disappointment. It hurts, but it is predictable. Peace removes structure. There is no emergency to respond to, no problem to solve, no intensity to anchor identity. This creates anxiety, because without chaos, you are left alone with yourself. And for many people, being alone with themselves feels more threatening than being inside suffering. So they unconsciously recreate chaos, not because they are broken, but because chaos feels like home. The human nervous system can become addicted to intensity, adrenaline, cortisol, dopamine spikes. These chemicals create a sense of aliveness. When life becomes calm, those chemicals disappear, and calm begins to feel like emptiness. This is not peace withdrawal, it is nervous system withdrawal. The body is used to operating under stress hormones. So when those hormones drop, the body interprets calm as something is wrong. This is why people say, "I'm bored. I feel numb. Something feels off." They are not bored. They are detoxing from chaos. For many people, their identity is built around struggle. They are the survivor, the fighter, the one who endures. Pain gave their life meaning. It made them feel strong, necessary, special. So when peace arrives, their identity collapses. Who are you when you are no longer struggling? Who are you when nothing is wrong? This creates existential anxiety. Peace does not just remove pain, it removes purpose. This is why people sabotage good relationships. When someone treats them with kindness, they feel restless. They miss drama. They provoke conflict. They test loyalty, not consciously, but unconsciously. They are trying to recreate emotional intensity. Stability feels dull. Safety feels boring. They confuse chaos with passion. So they destroy what is healthy to return to what feels familiar. Chaos is a distraction. Peace is a mirror. When life becomes quiet, everything you avoided comes forward. Unprocessed grief, unspoken anger, suppressed desires. Peace removes your excuses. There is nowhere to run, so calm begins to feel dangerous. Not because calm is harmful, but because truth is uncomfortable. Pain has rules. You know how to survive it. You know how to brace for it. You know how to live inside it. Peace requires vulnerability. You have to relax your guard. And relaxing your guard feels like inviting danger, so the mind chooses pain. Not because it wants to suffer, but because it does not trust peace yet. If peace makes you uncomfortable, it does not mean something is wrong with you. It means your nervous system has not learned safety yet. This resistance is conditioning, not character. And it can be unlearned, but first, it must be understood. For many people, suffering is not just an experience, it becomes an identity. They are the one who survives, the one who endures, the one who keeps going no matter what. Pain becomes proof of strength. Over time, their entire self-image forms around struggle. They don't just suffer, they are the sufferer. So when peace arrives, something inside collapses. Not because peace is bad, but because it removes the story they used to define themselves. Without pain, who are you? Without struggle, what gives your life meaning? This question creates silent panic. So the mind unconsciously brings suffering back. Not to hurt itself, but to protect identity. This is why people sabotage healthy relationships. When someone treats them with consistency, they feel restless. They miss emotional spikes, they miss intensity. So they provoke conflict, they create distance, they test loyalty, not consciously. But unconsciously, they are trying to feel something familiar again. Stability feels dull, peace feels empty. They confuse chaos with passion. So they destroy what is healthy to return to what feels alive. Chaos gives structure. It gives you something to fight against, something to solve, something to blame. Peace removes all of that, and what remains is silence. Silence exposes the deeper questions. Why am I here? What actually matters to me? Who am I without crisis? These questions are terrifying. So the mind chooses chaos again. Not because it prefers pain, but because it prefers certainty. Many people mistake peace for emptiness. When the nervous system has lived inside stress for years, calm feels numb, flat, meaningless. But this numbness is not peace. It is withdrawal. The nervous system is detoxing from adrenaline. So calm feels hollow at first. Not because life has lost meaning, but because the body has not relearned safety yet. There is a transitional phase between chaos and peace, and most people fail here. Because this phase feels worse than suffering. You are no longer distracted by chaos, but not yet comforted by calm. You feel bored, restless, disconnected, so you go back to pain. Not because peace didn't work, but because you left too early. Peace does not arrive gently. It arrives as unfamiliar silence. Your nervous system does not trust it yet. So it sends danger signals, anxiety, restlessness, urges to sabotage. These are not signs of failure. They are signs of recalibration. Your system is learning a new baseline. Boredom is not the enemy. It is a healing signal. It means your nervous system is no longer in survival mode. It means the stress hormones are dropping. But boredom feels unbearable to someone addicted to chaos, so they escape it. But if they stayed, boredom would turn into peace. Peace is a skill. It must be learned. The nervous system must be trained to feel safe without intensity. This takes time. This takes repetition. This takes gentleness. You do not force calm. You allow it. Peace is not empty. It is quiet. And quiet feels uncomfortable to people who have lived inside noise. But quiet is where integration happens. Quiet is where healing happens. Quiet is where the real self emerges. You do not resist peace because you are broken. You resist peace because your nervous system learned danger is normal. Peace threatens the old survival identity. So the mind fights it, not to hurt you, but to protect what it believes kept you alive. If this video helped you understand why calm feels unsafe and why peace triggers sabotage, you may want to stay here. This channel is not about quick motivation or surface-level advice. It is about understanding the mind with patience, depth, and honesty. If this way of exploring psychology resonates with you, you can support the work by liking the video, sharing your thoughts in the comments, or subscribing for future explorations. Take your time. Peace feels dangerous until your nervous system learns that it is safe.